While I was planning for an upcoming project, it occurred to me I should break off the box creation step into its own video because it's a more complicated topic than it first appears. So here it is, my 5 attempts at getting a nice fitting box. Initially, when I was thinking about how to create a box, I thought each side should be designed separately, but thankfully it occurred to me how much more work that is to do. If you design the box with a shared edge, then the finger joints from one will certainly fit inside of the other. So I decided I wanted a box with 1 1/4 inch sides. I started with a square for reference, then created a 1 1/4 inch line, then made a 1/2 inch line and centered everything vertically. I then took the pin tool and connected the smaller line to the larger and removed the middle section of the longer line. Now I have an edge template for each side of the box, and by reflecting and rotating it, I can make all of the edges. Next, by copying and pasting the line segments, I can build all of the box faces. Now I need to adjust the top and the bottom of the box because those are different than the sides. Thinking that I was done, I went ahead and exported the SVG file, imported it into the Glowforge software, and printed it out. It wasn't until I tried to assemble the box that I realized how badly I had messed up. For my second attempt, I decided I didn't want to worry about material thickness, which is important when using the finger joints along the sides of the box. So I decided to make the edges between the sides flat. Surely this will result in a workable box. Well, yes and no. It certainly works, but once again, without taking into account the thickness of the material being used, the box corners are inset instead of flush. This must be why there are websites that generate boxes for you. The website I am using is makercase.com. Though there are others, this was just the first result on Google. Now I just enter the dimensions for the box I want to use, as well as the material thickness. After clicking the download button, I have an SVG file I can import directly into the Glowforge software. But what if you want to customize it further? Well, you can. Just open the file in your editor and make your modifications. I'm adding these little confetti images to mine to be engraved on each side. This would be a handy way to make your own wooden dice, by the way. Now, just import the modified SVG file into the Glowforge app, position it on the screen, make sure the settings are correct, and print. As you can see, this is much nicer than my last attempt, however the material thickness is off. I should have remembered that the medium draftboard material isn't exactly 1/8 of an inch. It's actually 0.131 inches thick. That's an easy change, so back to makercase.com to try again. Now, what about the thickness of the laser cut? Surely I should take that into account and enter a value here for that as well. I found an entry in the Glowforge forums that suggests the laser kerf is 0.009 inches. So I entered that value in the settings and download the new SVG. A quick import and print later, and I have yet another box. One whose sides do not fit together. This time I'll ignore the laser kerf and try again. Finally, this looks pretty good. You could use wood glue to assemble the boxes, but I'm going to go with superglue instead because of the quick dry time. Just add a tiny drop to the overlapping edge surfaces. So, what was the lesson today? If someone has built a free tool or service that simplifies your project, just go ahead and use it. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please share it with others, and be sure you subscribe to the channel for future videos. See you next time.